Welcome everyone to an arena video. This is Andrea Mengucci. This video is sponsored to you by channelfireball.com and Ultimate God. Mox. No Mox. What a shame. Pack actually shallow. Pretty shallow pack. But that's okay. There's an R set. I love to pick up an R set. Follow it up with some wheels to draft the Narset wheel deck. Narset plus, Time Twister or Wheel Fortune, Meta Memory, Time Spiral. Yeah, there's just a lot of ways that you can cheat your basically your like draw 7. Your opponent is only gonna draw 1, and that's we all know Narset, right? And I'm going to go on Instagram, kicking the day off with a P1 Narset. Alright. What do we follow that up with? And the Archmage is a powerful card. Makes so that you can basically just lock up a game. I wouldn't blame for taking Pyrrhic Metamorph or Teferi of Dominaria. Not a big fan of Thoughtseize. Aura isn't good. I don't think that Aura is good because it's good in another format. How many sketchy Wanderers are we keeping today? I don't know, it depends. But yeah, the pick is Glenolander Archmage. Okay. Let's continue cutting blue, because blue is the best color, but a Magic Online, it's equally divided. So you can have garbage cards like X-Drinker and Casualties of War. They exist in the same number of cards like Force of Negation. This is just totally random. Every card on the MTGO cube is totally random. It's just shuffle at random and put it there. Doesn't matter the rarity or stuff like that, or the set and etc. You just gotta cut blue. Consideration for Factor Fiction as well. Factor Fiction is a very good draw card, but yeah, let's just take Force of Negation. Counterspell are just super good in this format. Okay, yeah, that's the commit. Memory is a draw 7. I have Narset. This is like the key of my deck. Narset will mean that I have to do the best I possibly can to force my opponent to play like some specular effect of draw cards so that we can gain each opponent can draw more than 1 card per turn. So yeah, this is a memory. There's also Braiding Pool, huh? Yeah, Hoop Breacher was cut. Oh, that's fine. If they have a problem with it, it's okay. Unfortunately, this is just something I can't really resist. That is Stoneforge Mystic. So opposition is in theory great, but a Magical Line, it's actually, I believe, impossible to draft opposition. Because literally everyone always go green. It's crazy. It's crazy. Green, it's not that good, but everybody just always go green. So you just can't draft the blue-green opposition deck. Every time I started trying it, it was just the most cut deck ever. So I'm just taking Stoneforge Mystic. White, on the other hand, is very open. Stoneforge Mystic is, yeah. It's very good. They're very good. Oh, wow, we got Balance. Whoa, I love Balance. Although, should I take that over Muldrifter? Well, position's pretty good. Nah, it's not. You need like the elves. Oh, this is a close pick because so the thing is that balance is not good if you play creatures. Like, whites tend to play creatures. So you technically just want to play balance in a control deck. Or in a control deck that plays a lot of artifact. Whereas Muldrifter, you want to play it in a control deck period. I think I'm taking balance just because it's the higher power level card that Muldrifter is, but I'm not so sure about that pick. Okay, what do we got next? Winter Orb. Winter Orb has so many combos. Starting with just, you know, being ahead and you play about a Winter Orb and it's sort of like Armageddon. Or you can just happy with an Urza or with that opposition. I think I'm taking Winter Orb. Avacyn is also nice, huh? Maybe I'm actually taking Avacyn here. Avacyn is particularly great in Blue-White Flash. Avacyn is a very strong card. It's not obviously like top pick, but I do like Archangel Avacyn a lot. Alright, let's take Avacyn. If I pass Avacyn, you know, we might just open too much the window for people to be white. And I kind of just want to shut that off. Alright, play Containment Priest. It's a cyber card. Baleful Strike is also reasonable, but yeah, I might be blue-white right now. Okay, Wall of Omens is a reasonable card in my blue-white control deck. I can take Fire Eyes just because it's a blue card for force, and nah, just taking Wall of Omens. I do like Wall of Omens in blue-white control. Oh wow. The Protection Metamorph is a very strong card. Monster Mentor also is, but Metamorph is just great. And we might wield that Recruiter. Ooh, Boar Signet and Factor Fiction. Oh my. Ah. Factor Fiction 9th pick. Sorry, maybe 10th pick in first booster. That's something. Alright, I'm taking it, but looking at the Boar Signet being pretty sad. Not gonna play any of these. Turn target instant. I like Unexpectedly Absent. No, I really don't like Heroic Conjecture. So slow. Doesn't impact the board immediately. Alright, we got a blue-white control deck. We have a blue-white control deck. Oh wow, we did wield the Recruiter last pick. So now those one can get Pure Action Revoker for free. Okay, I'm still looking for... Yeah. I mean, okay, we just... cards and etc. The only pick that I might regret was that Boros Signet. Factor Fiction over Boros Signet. I haven't seen a single land in this draft. Okay, that's a Time Twister. So Time Twister works great with my Narset. Time Twister is a Power 9 card. Worth thousands and thousands of dollars. Leaving Skydiver is probably the safe pick or Jace VP, but I'm just picking up the Time Twister. I love to do Narset Twister. It's actually something that I enjoy doing. I enjoy doing very much. So the perfect curve will be Wall of Omens, Narset, protect the Narset with a Wall of Omens, and then boom, Time Twister. Draw 7, your opponent draw 1. That's what we'll be doing. That's what we'll be doing today. Alright, I take Misty Rainforest. It's still quite early, so we might get a Tundra or an Outward Fountain to make the Misty Rainforest an additional dual land. If this was pack 3, I'm not so sure I would have taken this. Honestly, though, in this pack there was really nothing good, so I think I would have taken it. You enjoy hurting people? I enjoy drawing cards. I enjoy drawing cards and forbidding my opponent to draw them. It's very good. It's a very good feeling. Drawing cards, it's great, but seeing your opponent not draw any is also great. The same thing as destroying lands, you know? Destroying lands is also great. Good morning, Jefferpino. Opposition Agent in Legacy already. I have not yet. I have seen it played against me a couple of times. It never has felt particularly strong, honestly. Not saying that it's bad. I just say that I guess those weren't the right moment for it. Notion Teeth, no. There's Hold Breacher in some cubes. Not in mine, I don't own it yet. Time Twister is very powerful because like there in the past there was a lot of mana. Like you play old formats, there's a lot of mana. So drawing 7 cards and that priority is great because you just deploy, you do your cards first and then you pass the turn. You just go like Time Twister, you know, and then you just cast things. I'm thinking Sword and Fire and Ice. I have Stoneforge Mystic. There's Present Bar, which also plays pretty well into my like flash deck, but I might wheel one of these two maybe if I take the sword. Alright. Not the best pack. I'm gonna wheel my boy Season Hallowblade. There's nothing Banishing Light in this pack. I do like Oblivion Rain very much in this format. There's no blue cards already, but that's okay. We can live with that. Alright, it's time for a Signet. Finally time for a Signet. I was waiting for this time a lot. I don't mind Wander of Runes or a Miracle. A Miracle is just a filler. If you had like, if you're white and you get it, sure, but it's not a good card. Okay, Oust. Oust is a sort of. Oust is a sort of like source supply share but sorcery speed. They put it what, second to the top, third from second to the top. Okay, I could keep on taking this Windswept Teeth and hoping to get the Tundra or Hallowed Fountain, but I think I'm taking the Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce here is a more like safe pick, I would say. I don't blame you for taking Time Warp as well, but I just want to be cheap. Alright, I just don't probably never play Limval. I'm taking Plateau just in case I pick up like a Scalding Tarn. This Plateau can turn into a Tundra. If I pick up a Scalding Tarn, of course, like that's something. Plus I have a Signet, so I've already 2 sources of red. I did already pass a Fire Ice, so I'm not sure how many red cards we're gonna play. You have Fire Ice? I don't. I did not pick up Fire Ice. Passed it. For example, yeah, but I've played a bit I've played a bit of Old School, which is again this format where you can only play 93 and 94 cards, and there's a card that hosts Time Twister a lot, and the name is called Underworld Dreams, in Italian Sogni del Mondo Sotterraneo, which my friend is playing Mono Black, and I just could never cast the Time Twister or Wheel of Fortune that I had. I'm gonna play Old School again tomorrow with my friend. Oh wow, the Thieving Skydiver Wield. This card is incredibly powerful. This card should be taken way higher. This card should be taken way higher. Yeah, that card is Syntheros Beyond Death, but it was originally printed in, you know, Alpha Beta Limited. Okay. I'm not so sure what I'm gonna do here. I could take a Signet. It's an off-color Signet, but it's still a Signet. Or I could take this Adanto Vanguard. Not great to have Woman's and the Adanto Vanguard in the same deck. I think I'm taking the Signet here actually. Splash is Caribbean God? No, I don't know Splash. I don't have a mana base to even. I don't even have a mana base for blue white. How can I splash? My mana base sucks. Oh wow, we didn't wheel. There was something good in this pack. I guess it was no, it was Vendita and Click and Bert Predicep. So okay, we got our boy Season Hollowblade, which I kinda someone pointed out that I always have this card in my deck every single time. Or like in my pool or some sort of. I do like this card a lot. What's this deck? It's a blue-white control. This seems pretty easy, you know? You have blue and white cards and lots of control elements. Recruit of the Guard can go pick up Direction, Metamorph, and Glenalandra, so I think that's good enough. I wouldn't mind playing a Miracle in this control decks. It's a Hollowblade for balance, yeah. That's also a thing, that's true. In Hollowblade, you can discard a lot of cards, and then you can balance out, make your opponent just discard a bunch. Nature's Workshop is hard to work on Magic Online. There's just so few artifacts, and just everybody wants them. Even my blue-white deck is playing Rock the Signet, you know? Hey, glue, 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 glue. Yeah, we have no Signet. Quite bad. This card has been cut from my cube. You have my Elder. Alright, we got a Mox. Always very happy to pick up a Mox. Mana Fight is a good card. So it's Remand Thirst for Knowledge. So are these Signets. Even this Chrome Mox, honestly, I wouldn't mind playing. Especially with a Time Twister and Memory. I wouldn't mind playing Chrome Mox. You're only here for the glue glue glue. That's a good reason to be here. Alright, what's next? Oh, the Upheaval. The Upheaval. The Upheaval is a very good card. There's also Mox Diamond. Which I could get. I have Balance. I love Mox Diamond Balance. It's basically just you discard 2 cards for balance. Because, you know, balance doesn't count artifact. So you just yeah, I think I love Mox Diamond here. I wouldn't mind taking a peel as well. Alright, we got Mana Leak. I'm hoping no one is white at the table and I get to wheel Source of Plowshares. I know it's hard to it's another thing to happen, but that's gonna be my goal. Mana Leak is just great. Just not as good as Counterspell, but it's just equally good, basically. Then a Mana Leak for Brent win? I mean, it's been a while. Alright, what's next here? Sea gets Stormcaller isn't good in my deck. I could take Sword of Body in mind. I do have that Stoneforge Mystic with only 1 artifact, the Sword of Fire and Ice. I wouldn't mind taking a second sword here. Resto Angel could be good. Maybe I get it on the wheel. Maybe you get the Sword of Body in mind on the wheel and just get a Resto Angel now. Resto Angel is really nice in this deck. I'm playing like Flash. I want to be a Flash deck. Huh? Maybe Resto Angel is a higher pick than Sword here. I'm currently on 23. Actually, I do count this Mox as a land, as a spell. The Mox doesn't count as a land, Mox Diamond. You actually have to discard a card. Or discard a land, so you definitely need land. Why is the old border or leak art? What is the old border leak art? It's a guy who's making a potion? A magic potion? Nothing. Not a thing. I think Frosty Tea, but maybe not playing it. I hate Hero Bladed. I always lose to this card, but whenever I play, it's like opponent. Every time I play Hero of the Bladed, in my opponent's hand, all of a sudden, a Flametongue Cab will appear or a Shriek Maw appear, and you feel like a fool. You'll be like, "Oh wow, why did I play this obsolete and expensive card that you cast it and nothing happens?" You can't cast cards and nothing happens. It's just not possible. Reshot Port? Oh yeah, I don't even have a good mana base for blue white. I'll never play a Reshot Port. I'm playing this Mox Emerald of Color, and my only lands are not blue white. So I'm definitely not picking up a Reshot Port. Which, don't get me wrong, if I had like at least a Tundra or a Hallowed Fountain, I could have considered it. Also, my signets are just Rakdos and Izzet. So I'm splashing red, great. I just don't have anything to splash. Dark Fate would be great to splash. Fire Ice would have been great to splash. I already passed it though. Alright, this is the actually good sword. Sword of Feast and Famine is the very good one. Sword of Feast and Famine and Sword of Fire and Ice are the best. The blue-green one sucks. Every time you mill them 10, they always like find a way to kill you. You're just always like mill an Umbrella Rights and the Grace of Brand or whatever, and you just so yeah, I'll take the sword. I don't mind the Council Judgment, although again I don't love to play double color card in my deck. I already have forces. I have already Narset. That's about it. Quite unfortunate I didn't get a single Tundra or Hallowed Fountain in this deck. Nahiri is a good splash? No, Nahiri is pretty bad. You only play Nahiri if, you know, it's just like one of those decks you just picked up only lands, you have no playables and etc. Or I think I'm cutting this Frosty Tea, or maybe not, because it's a blue card for 4s. Maybe I'm cutting Rakdos Signet. My deck is quite cheap. I don't think I want to Rakdos Signet. And I might also cut Recruit of the Guard, honestly. Alright, Puck is not great. I don't want to play Lapse of Certainty. I think this card is only good if you like an aggro deck. I think I'll play a Crucible of Words for the sideboard. I love to sideboard in Crucible against the Wildfire Burden of Xenia deck. No, you can't. You can't put a sword on a creature with Shroud. That, or you can't put it in a Phantasmal Image. Yeah, I was saying that. I think I'm cutting. Oh, wow, we got a Battle School. Nice. That's one of the payoff of getting Swordforge Mystic early. Is that once you have it, just people will pass you Battle School. Because, you know, you can't really play Battle School if you don't have Stoneforge. I guess you can play with like a Workshop, but... Recruit of the Guard doesn't look great. Sorry. But now maybe looks slightly better because I have that Stoneforge. I do Wall of Omens. I can put Wall of Omens in the sideboard. I do have like 2 swords, so I do want like creatures that I can equip. Sorry for the lower sound, Daisy MTG, but very Merry Christmas to you. I saw yesterday you followed my friend Alfredone09. You know, chat, that Alfredone09 yesterday did his first stream. Thank you for whoever stuck around in this chat. Alright, I take the Brimat, the King of Araskos, and this puck is pretty great. This puck is great. Not really much wheel, though. Is that gonna be something impactful Planeswalker? I do have it. It's called Narcissus Part of the Veil. That's a very impactful Planeswalker. You didn't know Spaghetti Rager? Yeah, you did. It streamed the 2 cubes on Arena. And then raided Profumato. Right, so this is 20. I have to cut a lot of cards from this deck. Maybe I'm cutting Unexpectedly Absent. Maybe I'm cutting now, right? He showed off his water pitcher. You have never seen mine? Oh, I just have bottles. I don't have pitcher. I just have like bottles of water that we refill with the tap water. Wow. Evil wield. When am I casting balance? Yeah, probably never, right? Yeah, probably never casting balance. Yeah, that was the risk of picking up balance. I never remember what I picked over balance. I just remember picking balance, and yeah, that was maybe a mistake. Wow, I have such a bad mana base. That's so bad that I have this bad mana base. I didn't even see a single blue-white land. Not even like Seachrome Coast or Celestial Colonnade. Actually saw 0 lands, which is quite a shame, honestly. Okay. Use card and bear call to Mox Diamond. I can't. I can't. This is a sorcery, man. Wow, such a shame. I can't play Misty Rainforest. Pick that so high. I picked that so high. I have a bit. So this is what I got. Do I want to cut a sword? Maybe I play too many swords. Yeah, I'll cut a sword. What of this sword is the best? Probably a Feast and Famine is the best. Yeah. I'm playing only sword and batter school. I do play a double blue, only 1 double blue, so I'm playing like only maybe only 8 island. Miracle and Mox Emerald. So this is our deck. Oh, 0 dual land. This is like a deck that I see if someone shows me and be like, oh, come on, you for sure could have taken some dual lands. You never did. You're a noob. You're a noob, Papangu. You're a noob. No, I'm not. I mean, maybe, but I didn't see any land. All right. Too bad mana base. I'm so ashamed of myself. I'm so ashamed of myself. 9-7 mana base. Madonna che vomito. Oh, porca merda. Alright, I'll keep this hand. I'll keep this hand. What do I bottom here? Do I bottom the Sword of Feast and Famine? Do I bottom the Sword of Feast and Famine or do I bottom... allora, facciamo... Aspetta che devo... I have to remove my head from there and I have to put it over here. Poi, I have to move this thing on the bottom. And that's it. And that's perfect. Vero? Va bene, allora, let's keep. What do I bought? What do I remove here? Do I remove a sword, or do I remove the Is the Signet? I think I remove the Is the Signet. I want to play. I don't need very much the speed mana from the Signet in this deck. Isola. Go. Probably gonna like this. Okay. Alright, this end looks very mediocre. Opponent, of course, leading with 4 res, which is the most play color at large. Thank you to Beerman 4084. Welcome, welcome for the 2nd month. It's a very good question, Alana. Why am I playing it if I don't want it? It's a very good question. If I'll find an answer, I'll answer you, alright? Thus far, I have no answers for your question. Alright, guys, do we want to recruit of the guard for like a Stoneforge Mystic? Or do I want to pass the turn and leave? Nah, whatever, I'll play it. Opponent, please don't play like a sneak attack or something annoying, alright? Green was bad. I mean, Incube is not very good. I'll pick up a Stoneforge. Hopefully I don't draw. Hopefully I don't draw Battleskull here. If I draw Battleskull, I'll feel bad. Alright, Tropical Island. Don't play a spell. Just play a creature. Oh boy, yeah. Good creature. Dragon Predator. Okay, I'll take it. Uh-huh. I think I'll play Stoneforge Mystic. Go get the skull. Blue-Eyed Stoneblade. Yeah, or Blue-Eyed Stoneblade. Go get the skull. Then I'll play this as a land. And, we absolutely like no thanks. And then it's your turn. Dragon Predator, whenever deals damage, they kill an artifact or enchantment I have. So it's a good card. Although we have this Banishing Light, I can kill it. I have to What do you play? Porca puttana di Gargarozzo. Va bene. I'll go to 17. Sure. Oh, a Time Twister. I don't have any Nars to do. I'll begin with just sort of Feast and Famine here, right? Although then they have the Dragon Predator. So it's kind of awkward. Right? I can't really go Sword of Feast and Famine. Unless I go Sword and go Time Twister. Nah, let's go. I can't even go Banishing Light. This just sucks. Sort of protection from green? What? I can go Banishing Light. Sorry, Sort of Feast of Famine on the whatever recruiter attack and tap everything, and then Banishing Light this Dragon Predator. Play Violin Battleskull. My opponent does connect with the Gargaroth, but yeah, I think I have to do that. All right, let's go. Sword of Feast and Famine. Keep it on the recruiter. I'll keep another Gargaroth around, and like it's not really an easy thing to deal with. Probably will lose the game, but I think I have to do that. Pupier's looking pretty awkward against them. Right, so I'll discard a card, I'll untap, and then I'll play Banishing Light on this Dragon Predator. Does seem pretty awful to have to do that over killing the Gargaroth, you know? But yeah, that's what you gotta do. Here. Then next turn I can go Battleskull end of turn, and then I can put the sword on the Battleskull, and then I have a 6/6 protected from green so I can stop the Gargaroth. So that is my plan. See what I do now. Pay 4. Oracle Mulda, yeah, fine. What's on top? A Mountain. And then a Glorybringer. Good old Gruul aggro for my opponent. Sorry, Gruul mid-range for my opponent. Alright, so they're attacking with a Gargaroth. I'm taking 6, and let's see what else they do with it. With 7, actually, sorry. let me move this like Oracle thing. Like, this is their library and this is the stack, alright? This is the stack up here, and that's their library down there. Alright, so they draw a card. Okay, that's not a forest, so they can get to use the Oracle of Moldiah perfectly. But go down to 9. Life total isn't really an issue because they have Battle School. They play land, and then there's not a land there. Fine. They have 3 mana, one card in hand is the Glorybringer. Okay, I'll take a turn. Mox Emerald. Maybe this is the time for a Time Twister, honestly. Alright, let me see. What can I do here? I'll play the Mox. Kinda wanna just play Time Twister now. I kinda just want to play the Time Twister now. Yeah. So I'll play the Time Twister. I'll pay double blue. I'll play the Time Twister. They have 4 cards. I also see their whole hand here. They draw because they have Oracle in play, so I see their whole hand. They have Thieving Skydiver, which this one can steal Battle School. They have Sour, Porca Puttana, Opposition, Giovanna, what a hand. Alright, what did I draw instead? I drew Commit, which is not a bad one. I drew Mana Leak, which isn't a bad one either. Do I want to play... So that was the Mirror Signet. Let me consider. Can keep the Thieving Skydiver, because they're gonna probably steal my sword here. Oh, look, I got that. Let's go ahead and keep that Battle School, because I have to do that. I'm not so sure I want to... I'm not so sure I want to... play the Thieving Skydiver just as a 2-1 flyer. I don't think it has any sense. So I'm just attacking with my thing there. With my 6/6 Battle School. Commit the Gargaroth. I don't need it. I don't need it. I have this is a 6/6 protection from black and green, lifelink vigilance. So the Gargaroth now isn't really an issue here. They discarded my Elder. This card's perfect for being discarded. Alright, I've made my land drop, and I'll pass the turn with my 2 counterspell up. It's not bad. I'm not in the bad shape here. It is a 7/7 though? Yeah, you just block it. Double block it if I need to. You have protection from green here. You can still attack, sure, fine. I'll double block it. I'll trade a Gargaroth for a Recruiter if you want. Alright, I pay 4. What is that? They can play Sour of Temptation. I know they hold content of the hand because of the Oracle of Moldiah. They play Thieving Skydiver, so they want to steal my sword here. They want to steal my sword. I can probably just Mana Leak this. Because, yeah, this is one way I have for them to... I don't know if I can use this Mana Leak again. They have so many lands in the future here with Sour and Opposition. Now, they can play land from hand, which they haven't cast yet. They haven't played this land yet. Their hand should be this 5 cards and a mountain. They have an Imperial Recruiter on top, which is a weird card to have in your deck. And then they play what? Oh, they play Mountain, they play Lumbering Falls. Pretty sad that they didn't play land first, because they could have had a... they could have paid for my Mana Leak. They go to combat, which I'll let them do. They pass. I don't want to commit here, right? Feeling pretty great, honestly, at the moment. Although my opponent does have 2 threats there, Sour and Opposition. They need quadruple blue, though, which they don't have. The left mana up for what? That's weird. They didn't play the Mirror Signet. I don't want to do anything here. Just untap and draw. Un'altra cassa di terra. Oh, they didn't play the Mirror Signet. That's weird. I have to think Skydiver in hand, and they didn't play it. That's suspicious to me, chat. Oh, they will discard it. Alright, it's not suspicious anymore now then. Okay, fine. Just a little suspicious. Okay, I'm attacking for 6 here. They go down to 5. If I draw an island, they can. Actually, this Imperial Recruiter also blocks it very well. I think I'll play the Steaming Skydiver. If they discarded the Mirror Signet. I think I'll play it regardless, because next turn I can like double equip this and this lethal through the Imperial Recruiter. That's true, that's true. Kane and QT. Definitely very true. I didn't think about the discard of the sword. That's like the easiest answer for why my opponent didn't do that. Alright, anyway. Our sword here, being great. Since basically means that my opponent can't block. We're not gonna really use it very much here. I'm playing the Steaming Skydiver. And the reason being, I want to keep it next turn. If opponent plays the Imperial Recruiter. Opponent draws, there's a birthing pot on top. Hello, Blue Black. They have 3 blue mana? They only have 3 blue mana. Yeah, they need quadruple blue to go sour and opposition. For what they're doing now. They play Sour of Temptation. I'm thinking, what if I just let this resolve? Yeah, I think I'm letting this resolve. Doesn't make much sense to do it in combat. I know their hand is Factor Fiction, Opposition, Imperial Recruiter. Yeah, so you can take that one. No, well, you play Imperial Recruiter, okay. Oh, I can memory this sour now. I guess I'm waiting. There's no rush. Very cool game anyway, you know? Living against an Elder Gagaroth thanks to my Stoneforge. It's pretty cool. They got Glenalandra, and they have a Crazies on top. Sure. They go to combat. Promise that Gagaroth gains them life. Buongiorno, Stefano P92. Thank you for the sub for the 3rd month. You got an espresso badge. Allora. That one draws a card. What's on top of Garrick Relentless? I believe I won the game now. So I'll go commit on the sour. Game back my thing. Double block the Gagaroth. Then I'll keep the Thieving Skydiver and then I win the game. I'll go block. 6 e 1-7. Alright. This has been a good game. This has been a very good game. So yeah, we're trading Gagaroth for Recruiter. Very happy I put Recruiter in this deck. You know, with the Stoneforge and everything. So they're passing. I'm just in tapping here. I even have the Narsa wheel, but that's not what I care about right now, right? I'm just moving this Butterskull on the Skydiver. And that will be it. Right? I know their hand. So this shouldn't be... This shouldn't be a problem. The 6-5. Yeah. That's it. Double checking, but yeah. This is a good game. Okay, this was the first game of today with our blue-white control deck, or rather, blue-white Stoneforge. It's not really control. It's not necessarily very aggro. We do play Brimaz, but we didn't pick like a Danto Vanguard or you know the usual white card. We didn't pick up Modern Runes and everything. Okay, so we're playing against green blue. I think I want a sort of Fire and Ice in this matchup. Thank you, Mellow 2 for 5. Thank you very much for the sub. The prime. Alright, do I want balance? Maybe balance is good in this matchup. I do not like Twister. I'm just gonna keep commit only. I kind of want to also have Walk and Ballista in this matchup. We won't Force of Negation. Maybe I'm cutting Force of Negation as well. Yeah. They just never played a single spell the whole game. They played like they had like one opposition, that's it. How's the cubes been going so far? Yeah, Numaris. We trophied yesterday with not a blue-white deck, but it was way different. It was an artifact deck with Metalworker, Tinker, Balance, and etc. Off? Oh, Factor Fictions? Yeah. But yeah, I think that's just it's just better to cut them. Like they only showed me very few pieces and yeah. Maybe I also cut Thief of Skydiver actually. We need like another creature. I already boarded in Walking Ballista as a creature, but they do need more creatures, I think. Wall of Omens. Thank you, Cat Soup. Howdy to you too. Alright. Because I also boarded a lot of blue cards. Howdy. Containment Priest doesn't seem great. Let's keep in the fawn. You can also just pass this card as well. I don't necessarily have to. I don't like Hero. Sorry, Wall. I have well, Hero I don't like Hero. No, definitely not. I don't like Wall because I have like three swords. I kind of want just creatures that can attack with. Howdy. What language is howdy? Like who says howdy? English people? Like if someone tells you howdy, where do you think they're from? Oh, Texas. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh wow, look at this curve. Thank you. I didn't know that. All right, who's that? Who's up, chat? Mail HS. Thank you so much for the subscription. All right, my opponent with a slow start, whereas I have my Mox Diamond to fix my mana. I'm gonna go Recruiter. I think again I'm gonna pick up the Stoneforge. As a Texan is one of my favorite word. Yeah, nice. Yowl is a A tier. Yeah, I basically never hear Yowl, but there is one person that says it a lot, and that's Hema Handy. I heard her on the podcast of the Arena podcast, and she always said Yowl, but nobody else says it, or at least that I hear. So I was wondering also if there was like some accent going on there. So basically, the Texans say howdy and y'all. Oh, okay, Baba Gumchun. Okay, I understand. Interesting. People who put the apostrophe. Oh, okay. So you're supposed to be just y'all together? Oh, you guys. Who says you guys? I hear you guys a lot. At the beginning, I thought that guys. Yeah, guys is just refer to a group of. Wait a sec here. Am I going to trade a card for this Imperial Recruiter? I understand, Radium. Yeah, Point went for the good old Imperial Recruiter for Unmaster. I understand. Anyway, am I going for Stoneforge Mystic? I can also just attack with the Season Blade and trade. I kind of want to get this out of the way, because this one stops my sword, or rather, my opponent can't just block with this, and my sword of black and green is not gonna work. Join your own groups of people? You should, Mel. You should. The Gathering of Magic is great. When, I think I'll discard this Walking Ballista. Everything else looks pretty great, honestly. Thank you, Walking Ballista, though. It's a very efficient cyber card. Alright, go Stoneforge Mystic and pick up the Black Green Sword. A feast and famine. Le feast and le famine. I need to draw land though. Folks. I only heard folks on that's all folk. From the what's the Disney? No, what's it called? Looney Tunes, exactly. Yeah, Looney Tunes. Anyway, the Emperor and Master, dai, let's draw land, please. Please, let's draw land, prego. Por favor, land. No! Sta merda, the force of negation. Who even put it in the deck? Who put in the deck, chat? Who was the one? Who was the one that told me, Papango, you should put this force of negation in your deck? Orca merda. Alright, pass. Very sad pass here. No, 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 I don't want to pass. I don't want to pass. I don't want to pass. If I pass, this one flips. Oh. Play something. Play something, Mango. Play something. I will. I'll play a sword. That's so sad, though. I gotta draw balance next turn. Oh, it's so sad to play spell because you have to, because otherwise Unmaster flips and you just lose it all. Or rank the Unmaster? Nah, let's give it for a good card. This card is not good. This card used to be good in 2013. You do chat that. My first ever, like, reasonable result was in 2013. GP Verona. I played Jund with 4 Unmaster of the Fells. For Bonfire of the Damned. E tutto quanto resto. Alright, Wolf, you get through it. What's my go-to standard deck? I haven't played standard in so long, but yeah, I don't think why the Magic game is kind of the same, right? It's just Esper is still great. Or maybe it's never been great, but it's just, I love to play it. Alfredone! Gargarozzo, eccolo qua. This is why you hold Banishing Light. Because if you play your resources at random on the first thing your opponent plays, then when the good thing happens, you just lose it all. That's the lesson of the aunt. How do you say cicala in English? Alright, chat, this is a very important lesson of life. Allora. Cicada. Chatterbox. Chatterer. No, aspetta. Cicada. Cicada. Do you know it is a little insect? Alright, so there's the little insect, the cicada, and then there's the ant. The cicada, all it does is just singing and be like, oh, you know, you just do nothing, you know, it just blah 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 blah, and you just spend your day like that. Whereas the ant always works and works and works and works, and at the end, when you know winter arrives, the ant has worked a lot, whereas cicada hasn't done anything. So the life lesson there is if you do nothing and just play your your answers like that, like the Banishing Light and the Master of the Fells, whenever the winter arrives, El Gargarozzo, you just, you know, you're gonna lose. That's the story of La Cicada e la Formica Terra. Bueno. Alright. Okay, we got the land. We got the land. Now I'll play this land. I'll have to equip the what? What do I equip? Chat. I'll keep the Hollow Blade. This actually deals for a lot of damage. See? I'm also just moving the Swordforge Mystic. Sorry, I'm also activating the Stoneforge Mystic. Poi attack with my Seasoned Hollow Blade. Ishprataprak. I'm actually here. Instead of using this Banishing Light, we might just move the sword on this golem again, like I did earlier. Huh? I think it's quite great. It's very bad if they have a Sour of Temptation here. Maybe I shouldn't do it. Aspetta un attimo. I don't mind if this Unmaster flips. It does literally nothing. What does it do? It kills my Stoneforge? I don't care. I should probably just go Banishing Light on the Gargaroth, though. It's just safer. Yeah, there's just a bunch of cards that I can't really deal with. Like Sour of Temptation and Steaming Skydiver, so let's just do that. Mood on, exactly. This game has been so similar. When I recruited for Stoneforge and then Stoneforge for Sword, and I just naturally. Oh no, I guess no. I had Stoneforge for Battle School last game and naturally drew the Sword. Whereas this game, I naturally drew the Battle School and Sword and Mystic for the Sword here. Before I play a spell. Arg! This is so good. It's even going to equip itself. Stealing Skydiver equips the equipment to itself if you steal it. It's very cool. Because it's one of the lines of text of this card. Okay, I'll untap and draw. Ooh. Also very good. Yeah, Force of Negation is not a good card in this matchup, but that's fine. My choice. Somebody forced me to put in this card into my deck. Protection from green and black. Alright, I'm going to attack with the Germ, and this is an Aloe Blade, or maybe not. No, this one doesn't attack. I'll attack with the Germ here. Opponent will block with a sword, and I'll unexpectedly absent the sword back on top of my deck. Opponent will probably block with this because it's protection from black. Quite an easy block from them, unless they... Alright. And then I'll unexpectedly absent the sword on top of my deck, because this is mine. So the Stealing Skydiver will end up just chump blocking. Or they don't do it. If they don't do it, I'll pass the turn here, alright? Actually, that's not true. I have to play a spell because of this Unmaster. Alright, fine. I'll, you take 4. And then I'll unexpectedly absent the sword. Why don't I absent the Skydiver? The sword remains in their control. Skydiver isn't like a regular Silumgar or a Sour of Temptation. It actually steals a creature's... sorry, an artifact forever. Okay, you just gain control of target artifact. It doesn't say until this card stays in play. Polished Dynamite! You're a ravioli bear. Oh, a sub baby's born. Nice. Thank you so much for that. Welcome, welcome to the stream. Our opponent's playing a Droid Crazes. Wrong card. It's okay, JNTQ. Don't worry, don't worry. If you explain your line in a polite way, even if you're wrong, it's still totally fine, you know? If you come off rude and are wrong, then I get upset. Darvaza, Thres 1 Thres. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime Gaming sub. On top draw. Thrift and Mitch. Oh, yes, they have stream Legacy, little guy. In fact, as Thrift and Mitch asks me, I went 4-0 yesterday, although I have not finished the league yet. Allora, un attimino, because they do have the Stealing Skydiver, that's quite annoying. I'll finish this league later with you. Okay, I'll violin this Stoneforge, the Sword of Fire and Ice. Where do we put that in? Where? I think I put it on this Hollow Blade. Huh? This one beats. Because if I put it on this Germ, they just chump with this. Let's just put it on here. And then I'm willing to trade Germ for Crazes, I think. Huh? Hunter Master flips now. Okay. Thanks, I didn't think about it. Since Hunter Master flips, do I want to trade Germ for Crazes? Do I make cuisine to eat? Nice. It's mostly my father, my mother, you know, my girlfriend, my mother's girlfriend, or restaurants. I don't really have much time to do that, but I do appreciate that the internet gets to know more of the Italian cuisine. So the using Hollow Blade attack is probably the safest one, considering that my opponent can flip this Unmaster, kill that, and attack me back. But I do also like to attack with this Germ. I'll do this straight with this Crazes, but if I draw land, I can move this Battle School over. Yeah, that's an easy block. That's an easy block on both sides. Unmaster will flip, they'll probably kill my Stoneforge Mystic and then attack me back. I'm on 26, so life total isn't an issue. Battle School in play. Sorry, Stoneforge Mystic dies, meaning that I can't really, like, with 5 mana, reanimate the Battle School, basically. Fine, so the Stoneforge Mystic is dead. I took 2 damage. That's the Ravager of the Fells. I play a spell. We'll play another creature. Wow, if this is sour. If it's a sour? Sour isn't too good. But, you know, it's just like a good tempo play, I guess. It's a sour. I feel like we both drew like the same spell in the same games. Remove the sword? Oh, Sealbone Library. I don't think I want to force this. Although, if I force this. Actually, I think I should force this, chat. Huh? I think I should force this. Now, next turn, all I do is just move the sword on this recruiter, and then I can attack. They have one card in hand, then they play Joraga with our last mana. I'll take 6 down to. This is also the second game, and I don't have that much time left. I do not have that much time left to play with. Oh wow, that flips back. Strong. So I gain 2 life and make a 2/2. Island. Allora, I'll play land. And then what if I just put this Battle Skull on? Huh? This is. I don't want to attack, right? Because they just triple block it, and then I lose it all, so I'm passing. And next time I can move the sword over. Remember that if my opponent connects with my Season Hollow Blade, they will discard a card, and I will untap my lands. Yeah, this Ravage over the Fells is taking control of the game now. Very strong. But it's okay, thankfully I gained so much life earlier with the Battle Skull that I'm not really under pressure. Now this is my equipment, remember, huh? Remember. Opponent now will attack with this most likely. Yeah, I'm taking it all because I can't trade. But I will untap my lands and my opponent will discard a card. Not that it matters, but not that it matters much. It's just that people just don't know it. What did I discard? What did I discard? Oh, that player discard a card. Oh, okay. And you untap. Okay. That player discards a card. Alright, this is not like Sword of Fire and Ice, I guess. Okay. You discard. Okay. Not a great shape, but it's also like not the worst, honestly. Because I can now move the sword on my recruiter and attack. And gain 7. And I have a 7/7. Yeah, I'm attacking with this. They can't block with the greens, they can just block with the Glen, which they probably will. I'm not even sure I want to play this Narset. I probably do not. I want to play this after Glenalandra chump blocked again next turn. I gained 7 life, 7 very precious life here. They pay 5 mana, what is it? Garruk Relentless, sure. We can't memory. No, it's been exiled. I exiled it with Force of Negation. And I boarded out Time Twister, so this Narset is just an impulse. Oh wow, they killed their own Joraga to flip this. Ooh, that can't be a good sign. Talking to prevent lifelink. Okay, thanks. That's a good line, Mario. Sorry, Mayo. Va bene, they're attacking me now. Fine, they have a Season Hollow Blade to block my thing now. Guess I should have played the Narset, right? Oh, wow, another sword. I'm going to play Legacy today. Yes. Let's attack the Garruk. I think I want to play this Narset. What's the bait? Is it Narset or is it sword? Because one of them is a bait. What do they discard? A land. Unfortunate that my swords don't protect from white. Narcissus debate. No, this sword doesn't do anything. Fine, let's play Narset. I also have to play quickly here. I don't want to lose the game. Oh wow, they let it resolve. Cool. But I don't really find anything, so whatever. Oh, I play 2 spells, so this flips. Oh, che cazzata. Alright. This is just game 2, so that will be another game if I lose this one. The opponent sacrificed a creature, and they're gonna tutor for a creature. What do they have? Probably something devastating here, like, I don't know, acidic slime or something like that. I probably just concede here. Siege gang, wow, that was unexpected. The gang. I'll try and just, yeah. I just quick left 6. I want to now make them lose timer. I can't win anymore. I'm just making them lose timer now. Because Magic Online timer is a big deal. I mean, it's like a Magic Arena, of course. I spend time, of course, like being a streamer and like losing time here and there. But now I'll try to recoup a little bit of that timer, and then we can go to game 3 on a like even time. I also very much need to go to the bathroom. So that will be harder as well. Alright, there's a bunch of things beneath my camera, of course. I don't feel this game is winnable. I do not. Maybe now? Gonna get a Metamorph. No, Metamorph doesn't... I mean, I guess it's fine. I need to play super quick now. My timer is definitely a problem, and I know that I'll be losing this game here. So I'll just play like super quick. The wolf is no, the wolf is green, chat. The wolf is green. The wolf from Handmaster is green, and the wolf from the Garruk Bilcrest is black. Really, exactly, Brandon. Exactly. Realize. I put it just classic Temur mid range. Double blue, double green. Derogatory speaker. Alright, so they kill my sword. Although now I'm back at party. Why not copy Skull? I don't know, guys. I'm dead here. I'm just playing. I'm playing fast. Playing fast and lose. I'll just lose with the Garruk emblem here. Garruk -3 thing will kill me. Gives +3/+3 +3/+3 trample to the board. So I'm just I'm done basically here. Alright. Okay, good game. Okay, so now I'm back up in time, so we have now a little bit above time to win game 3. I'll go to the bathroom, and we have now game 3 to play with this blue-white Stoneblade deck. Hello. No pillow, no pillow, no pillow in bed. Allora, do we want to sideboard anything? They do like Force of Negation, actually. They showed me very many Planeswalkers. Fine, I'll submit this. Let's go, chat. Game 3, we have to play super quickly. We have to play super quickly. Super mega ultra quickly. Okay, I love this hand. This is a very similar hand to the previous one, actually. Someone might even say it's actually the same one. Since I did a mulligan last game, and I had Mox Diamond. Pretty sure that I had the same spells. So that's quite nice. Actually the same 7. So I'll go Recruiter, I'll pick up the Stoneforge Mystic, and attack for 3. This Recruiter has been all-star so far. Alright, second floor is go, it went. I'll go Stoneforge. And I'll pick up Black-Green Sword, I think. Maybe the Bottom School, actually. No, I think it's gonna be the Black-Green Sword. One is just kind of mono-green, so pretty great. I mean, the box just gave us a huge boost. One is already on 13. Ooh, Mana Leak. My opponent's mana up. I don't want to make them play combat trick. So just attack with my Stoneforge instead, and next turn I'm lethal. Winning 60 seconds. Yeah, I think that's gonna be that's gonna be what's happening. Opponent plays one spell and dies. So Magna. Spaccato. Alright, that was a sweet, sweet fast win. Oh wow, it's actually not lethal. It's actually not lethal. See, this is exactly why I don't want channel points, Gene Miles. Sorry. Alright. That's a good game. Woo! Lotus Upheaval. Yeah, Lotus Upheaval. Oh, Alfred can testify. There was a game. Like a good friend of mine had like this like blue-black slow deck that just randomly played Upheaval, and he won every game by like being super behind and going Lotus Upheaval. I remember hating him so much that day. Well, so if you guys want to look some Arena Cube. Alright, this hand is not particularly good, but this hand isn't. Oh, does he need that? He probably should read all the Luis Vargas article. Luis made so many articles for Cube that are incredibly good. You stream Arena, nice. Make sure to check out his stream later. I'll be rating him. To the historic format. When is a Kiori? I don't even know when's the. Oh wow, to go in Tomb. I think I'll let it go. It's not like Legacy when there's 4 in Tomb and oh wow, Grazelbrand. Okay, that's opponent is playing a good deck, or at least it seems like that. Let's see if they reanimate immediately. They do. Wow. Gaba reading LSV Cube Guide? What does it say? Unfortunately, though, the help now, this Grizzlyburn is still in the graveyard. You know, someone could say that countering the Entomb was better. But the thing is that there's so many ways you can discard cards. There's not that many things you can pick up cheap. I don't know. Actually, I don't really have a good reasoning. You want to smell in chat? Alright, I played the Lord of Luxury. I think I'm committing that. Not necessarily because I think this card is powerful, but because I think I need to use mana whenever I have the chance. And boom, that's my 5 mana Bottom School. Much worse than before. January, I think is... Makeshift Mannequin. Alright, so they do get the Grizzlybrand. But Grizzlybrand doesn't mean that the game is over. It's not Legacy, alright, chat? Not a big fan of bluffing in. Yeah, they love to do that in the same weekend, right? What do we do? I think I have a good line here, chat. Check out Mango's line. I'll go Oust, which will kill this Grizzlebrand, and they won't gain any life. Then I go Sword of Feast and Famine, and then I'll go Memory. They lost 7 life to draw 7 cards. So, and also they have a Grizzlebrand in the graveyard this way. So what I'll be doing instead is I'll shuffle their graveyard, and I'll also get back 7 cards to hand. Grizzlebrand gets exiled. No. Makeshift Mannequin just puts in the graveyard. Sword of Feast and Famine is insane. It's really so good. It's the sword. So much better than the blue-green one. Right, so I'll just play Twister. Now I'm putting 6 cards in hand, and we're gonna go back to equal. And I'll pass the turn, and the graveyard is empty. So basically, you know, they lost 7 life earlier to draw 7 cards, but now they're back to the same amount of cards, and no graveyard, and they lost 7 life, and they can see the game. Boom! Good morrow, Red Phoenix cast. How it goes? It goes great. We just beat a Grizzlebrand. Literally the turn after it came into play. That's definitely better than bluffing. Definitely better than bluffing. Alright, playing as a Reanimator. Do we want to maybe balance? Containment Brace for sure. I do like all my Force of Negations and blue cards. I think I'll cut Archangel Avacyn. Not saying that it's bad, I'm just saying that maybe this is not the matchup for it. Everything else looks perfect. You've been surprised with Barda School? Yeah, it's not particularly good if you have to pay 5 mana for it, but you can do it. Alright, we got a Mox. Hopefully you can draw lanes. Remember that this deck has a very poor mana base. Unfortunately, I didn't see a single dual land in blue and white. Alright, we got the win. Sweet! Sweet! Alright, let's go for the trophy. Huh. See, this is the kind of hand, when I tell you to pick up high dual land, it's because of hands like this. This hand would be very, very good if I had a dual land, but unfortunately my mana base is very bad, so you have to mulligan these hands, and that's a very bad thing, that you have to mulligan hands that are reasonable. This hand, on the other hand, is really bad, but I don't think I can mulligan. On Mango Cube, we go to 6 again after going to 6. So yeah, I put a mulligan on Mango Cube. I bought him the Mox Diamond because this hand actually needs lands. And I don't wanna I don't need any speed in this hand. Rakdos Sword of Sinew. I don't think the Modern Horizons sword are good. What's the word next to the snipping tool? Oh, what did you ask me, Psychotic Hunter? Alright, pretty weak opening for me, but can you do? Alright, they fetch a Sparb left candle. That's it, nothing else. In the meanwhile, solo terre, porca boia. What are my 3 favorite decks in Cube? I love Artifact. If I can pick up like Tinker, I always like love to pick up Artifacts, Balance, and etc. Ooh, Stoneforge Mystic. Alright, that's perfect on time because I literally have nothing to pick up for with it. The Sword of Fire and Ice is in the sideboard. I don't want to play 3 swords in my deck. Oh wow, counterspell. Imagine countering a 2 mana 1/2. Imagine countering a 2 mana 1/2. Ancestral Recall. Imagine playing Ancestral Recall. I do not imagine that. I never had a chance of playing Ancestral Recall in Cube. I did play it plenty in Vintage, but in Cube never. Alright, 7 cards in hand. Rapid Sig, that's yours. Oh, nanta terra, ci voleva proprio. I'll play the school. And yeah, that's it. I'll play next looks very good. Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened when you play blue. And yeah, these 2 cards are definitely some of the best cards in blue. Blue has so many good cards, honestly, that plus they have Scalding Tarn for Hallowed Fountain in Jeskai, and that's something. Ray did in the Vintage Challenge last weekend. I don't know. Caracas. I love Caracas. I always pick up Caracas whenever I see one. The one and only Caracas. Alright, this... What's that? 5 mana. Don't kill my bot, that's cool. Zeus cons. Interesting. Very, very interesting. They took my sword of Feast and Famine. So they'll untap and I'll discard. Because they now are controller of this card. It's not like they're controller of the creature. And I couldn't block this besides from green. They control magic my germ. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Ma also porca boia. Let's go Banishing Light. That's GG. Oh, GG. Come on, GG. So much far away from GG. Don't you play this a miracle? No. Hopefully I don't open his conscripts and steal my sword again. Oh, that's actually the GG! Alright, for those of you who don't know, Kikijiki combos with Zeus conscripts, you get infinite copies. Because Zeus conscript says, whenever it comes to the play, you get control of target permanent, which could be also your target permanent, and you untap it. So with Kikijiki, you make infinite copies of this thing, and you win the game. So yeah, good job. Good job to the opponente who managed to do this. It's not an easy combo to make, but it did it. It's okay, Tilt City Iris. Opponent has a sweet one, so it's okay. I'll allow it. Alright, I'll swap the swords. Opponent's playing blue red. What else do I want? I'm playing against control deck. I'm playing against the control deck. No, va bene così. I like this version of the deck. Barista? You guys want walking barista? Walking barista over oust. Okay, I'll allow it. Tide Taker? Nah, not a big fan. And the reason why you didn't bounce the skull. Because the problem was that if I bounce the skull, my opponent's creature stays equipped and I have to discard a card. And I didn't want that to happen. Plus I take 2 extra damage. What's the difference between this game and MTGO? This is a way older game. There's every card in the format, even the moxes and etc. MTGO starts in 2016, so there's only cards that were born in 2016. We don't want 6-drop, right? Frosty Tea? No, it's double blue and it's very expensive. I kind of want to just draw less. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I play MTGO. I know that like lots of you aren't watching because of that. I'll be back to a Magic Arena one day. Thus far, I think that I enjoy more the streaming this way, and alright, yeah, we have Awkward Andy or on Mulligan. We have not an Awkward Andy or a Keep. I think I bought him Unexpectedly Absent. I do like to keep lands. And this time around, the Mox Diamond is actually important, because I need to play turn 2 Brimaz. Yeah, I know, James Jammy, someone is like you, but not that many people. Like, an MTGO streamer has a way tougher life than a Magic Arena stream. Arena stream starts at 12:45. Yeah, I'll definitely be rating Alfredone. But I'm not saying that you guys should, maybe I hope that some of you are now enjoying Magic Arena because of this. Oh no, this lost connection. Okay. Also, Alfred, I saw that yesterday you were playing Hearthstone on Discord. You might stream Hearthstone as well. Maybe you can try one day to stream Hearthstone. If you don't want to play Arena Cube every time. Enjoy my gameplay. Alright. Later, I have to play. So I am currently I am currently 4-0 in this Legacy League that I started yesterday. And we're playing a Shallow Grave Razorbrand with a Cybert of Doomsday. That's another thing I'll be doing later today. Alright, opponent's back. They kept 7. You think? Yeah, I mean, I saw Louise, LSV also was streaming Hearthstone, if I'm not wrong. Especially, like, I just play only Magic because I only know how to play Magic. I've never played any other game. I only play a game when I have, like, the sponsor stream and etc. Alright, very jealous of my opponent mana base. Okay, I'll play this Mox Diamond, discard all and then play the King of Oreskos. King of Oreskos, King of Oreskos. Unfortunately, this Direction Metamorph isn't going to copy this because it's a legend. I don't want to copy that either. Oh, that's a good draw, man. I want to get Bottom School probably. Sword. You know what? I got Sword here. I think Sword's great. Then Brimats, boom, attach to 4. Ooh, that's a good card. Committed Memory. Just stacking with these two and pass here. I don't want to go keep. I don't want to go Violate Sword to keep on my head. I don't need to expose myself. What's that? Fencer Shaper Savant. Dance Arena? No, that will not replace MTGO. MTGO will always stay. I think. I'll put commit on this Venser. Not necessarily a great play, but this just makes me able to just attack for so much. Worst card in Cube? I think you have a wrong idea of a Cube card's power level. Okay, do you have a Wildfire with all that mana? Maybe. 5. Bribery? Sure. What do you bribery? You even bribery off my deck. I don't know. Metamorph is here. Feels like Avacyn, but it doesn't do too much. Commit a second from the top. Yeah, they got Avacyn. Sure, that's not a great bribery target. What do I want to do here? I just go Sword on the Brimaz attack. With everything? Probably, right? I can also just go Metamorph on the Avacyn. They do have a Fencer on top, though, remember that. I think I'm going Sword. Keep it on the Brimaz. Attack with all. They probably have to champ on Brimaz. If they don't, they take Auto, it would EH, they go to 1. Yeah. I think this is better. Does an Avacyn flip to you? No. No, this is transform. This isn't exile. This is transform. Whereas Jace Rain's Prodigy doesn't transform. It's a different template. Okay, I can't mana leak the Venser, but my opponent doesn't die here if I mana leak the Venser. Sorry, if I definitely have to move the sword, so I guess I'll move the sword onto Stoneforge. Oh no, I bet that it can't bounce Brimaz because it's protected from blue. But it just probably like bounce sword. Alright then, I'll just go to combat. Alright, what's that? I have a mana leak. Opponent probably is just going to Banser here, I'm thinking. No, it's not Banser. What is it? Maybe it just misstopped. Yeah, okay. Banser. Alright, so that's the Banser. That's resolving because they have 3 mana up. Banser Shaper Savant is bouncing something. What's bouncing? The sword. Okay, I'll allow it. And then I'm attacking with everything, right? Yeah, attack with everything. Terstermite is no bueno. That will be countered. Attack with everything. They have to champ the Brimaz again. Because if they don't, it's lethal. They go to a very low amount of life, and then I'll play the Sword of Fire and Ice. You don't see Brimaz making so many tokens that often, but we went turn 2 Brimaz on the play thanks to Mox Diamond. Once again, you guys, I want you to understand the power of cards like Mox Diamond and Mox Emerald, even Chrome Mox. Its card disadvantage or you know, it's off color fixing. But once you play with these cards faster, just one turn faster, it's literally like you win the turn. You gain the turn. It's like if you like play the time walk. It's really the same feeling. So that's the power of cards like this in these decks. Alright, and my opponent's playing so many instants that I do want Tide Taker now. They played Venster, Pastermite, and yeah, just lots of things. Growth Spiral, yeah, similar. But this is a 0 card. This is 0 mana cost. It's a big difference. Means that I play a 3-drop on turn 2. Opponent's probably sideboarding out Bribery now. It's pretty good to have a deck that doesn't lose to Bribery. It really is very good. I do keep walking Ballista because this stops the Pestermite. Might just keep Avacyn. Actually, Avacyn does play pretty well in my deck. You know what? I have never drawn Restoration Angel. I got Twister. No, I do like Twister Force. Doing Skydiver is great. Maybe Season Owler Blade. You know what? Cut is a Signet. On the draw is a Signet. Got a Resto? No, I don't like Resto. It's an instant card. Alright, I'm on the draw, and as always, this is the last game of this draft, and I do love to keep bad ends in the last game for all the marble. It gives me life. Keeping bad ends in the last game of the draft for the trophy is something that I want. It's something that I just thrive for. How can you tell which land you played? On Arena, you can just right click, not tell you newly controlled. If you right click on the scouting turn, it will tell you newly controlled. You ever gamble? Never. I went to Las Vegas many times for Magic tournaments and never gambled. Planes! Porca boia! Alright, pass here. Planes! Planes! Ah, it's so far away from the planes! Oh wow, they also passed! Planes! Planes! Te prego. Te prego, Gesù Bambino, give me a planes. Ah! I wanna play this thing here. Fine, I will. If opponent doesn't play Ancestor Regal now. Oh, wow, Burst Lightning. When you make a stream, you learn it. No, don't play a spell. Don't play a spell. Just play a top line. Oh, why? They draw planes. I must draw planes as well now. That's just the rule. That's how it works. Planes! Ah! Pepe Hands! Alright. You know what I don't want to draw? I don't want to draw Mox Diamond. Anything but a Mox Diamond, please. Pepengu. Matt with a Taralucci badge. Look at him. I think it's time to put a stop in upkeep. You can only use it once, but when you use it, you will get there. Stop in the upkeep. Rub your hands. Planes. Up, bitch. Planes. No Pestermite. Okay, fine. I couldn't cast anything anyway. You tap a Mox Emerald. Oh wow, you tap Island. Very smart. Hold down for Mox Diamond? No, what if I draw another island to play Glenalendra? Woo! Bene. I'm okay down to a mountain or Kiki-Jiki. That's a good way to leave, I think. Yeah, Sword and Fire and Ice. And that's your turn, Opponente. Mox di Perla. Beautiful Mox. Sword of Body and Mind. Pam. Attack you for 4, mill you 10 cards, make a 2/2 wolf. Very strong. Untap draw, Spell Pierce. Not bad. I have to go Banishing Light on this sword, probably. Oppure, I can flash in a Resto Angel and block the Pestermite. No, die. That's just Banishing Light the sword. And then it's your go. Ancestor Recall. Ah, yeah. Opponent draws 3 cards. Thank you, Opx. I'm happy that you are finding entertaining. I got a 12. They have 6 cards in hand. And they pass the turn. Draw. Plains! Plains! I pass. I don't want to show my opponent anything. I pass with my full grip. Deceiver Exarch. Va bene. What do you tap? The Stormfort. I'll put in a Butterskull here. Answer to Kiki? It's not an answer to Kiki. Restoration can only flicker yours. Opponent doesn't have triple red for Kiki. They can have Splinter Toy. Well, whatever, guys. I'll die. If I have to die, I'll die. Don't worry, no. How much would it cost to buy this Cuban paper? A lot? Yeah, the dual lands are very expensive. I mean, everything is. Alright. That's good. They're just stacking with a 2-1. This Bottaskull is a king of the race. I mean, on top. Draw. Force of Negation. Attenzione. Okay, I'm attacking with my Germ. Opponent's probably has Avancer, and yeah, I'll cry. I'll cry in PPG. If they answer me. Okay, they take it. Bueno. Alright, I'm going to play this Tide Taker. Tide Taker is not a bad one here. I love Tide Taker here. I'll play Tide Taker, in fact. Oh yeah, I didn't consider Power 9, of course. You don't consider Power 9. Power 9 is it's an inaccessible thing. Like, if you choose to buy Power 9, it means that you're buying it over, like, I don't know, a car or a house, you know? So you just don't really think about it. They take a shots of Kiki? No. It's only during your turn. Opponent just combos in their turn. Hello, Marcuccio. I can't force Kiki. I can't. I lose to Kiki. Sour of Temptation. C'est bien. You took my Tide Taker? Poor Tide Taker, it did nothing bad. Why do you have to take my Tide Taker? Oh, so many instants. Alright, I'll pay 3 and put the sword into play end of turn. You'll be like, why did you pay 3, Mangu? Because Tide Taker adds 1 mana to do some things. Untap draw. Island. Very much needed. Where do I put the sword on? Che palle. I do have it, but yeah, Unexpected Absence is instant. Also, Walking Ballista would be nice. Anyway. They have 4 cards in end. Kinda also want to play Gland, but the thing is that Gland costs now 2 because of Tide Taker. Alright, I just put sword on Stormforge, so I can attack with both. And have 2 good threats. Attack with both here. Remember that they have Tide Taker now. Okay. Oh, wow. They do that? I didn't expect it, but this is nice. I'm killing both of these. You already got a Spirit, but also killed the Tide Taker, which I'm very happy with. You know, if I just kept this Germ, that would have just jumped with a wolf and would have been way worse here. Those for the days. Path to Exile on my Germ. Okay. Did I get another island? I have Glenalandra. I need islands here. Okay, so that one dies. They get a token. Good for you. And I'll pass the turn. I'll pass the turn. Flicker Tide Taker. I can't. This only flickers your thing you control. Okay, they go to combat, so that means they don't have Alright, I'll play Resto. Hopefully they don't have Venser, but they just have a spell. So I can force it. They have a spell, okay, good. And Force of Negation, Pitching Spell, Pierce. Imagine if they didn't jump with the Tide Taker. Okay. Come on, Resto. Resto resolves, chat. I'll go to block. Blocking the Pester Might here. Ray? Pester Might, or want to block the Spirit? Oh. Oh man, let's block the Pester Might. Okay, go to 8. Top lane, they have 2 cards in hand. Raptors, they have 1 card in hand, chat. They have 1 card in hand only. On top draw. Time Twister, not good at all here. I want to put Glenalandra. Guarda, facciamo così. Let's put Sword first. Let's attack with it. Draw. Do we deal damage to the spirit here? I think so. Then I'll play Glenalandra. Leaving up 2 blue. So that I can counter 2 instants or sorcery. I still died to Kikijiki, but there was no way for me to stop that. Don't draw Kikijiki. Yes! I'm so happy.